So let's come to a kneeling position. If you're comfortable to do that, stretching the front of the feet, hands on the knees. Just going to take a moment. Try and just let go of today. Bring yourself to here, to now. Bring the hands together. And just take a bow to yourself, to your practice. Namaste. So this is going to be our PowerYoga Flow practice, and we're going to include some breath work, quite a lot of strength work, and some elements from the Budokan system. Budokan. One of my favorite practices. So let's just take a little cat-cow from this position. We inhale, lift the chin, arch the spine, exhale, round, bring the chin to the chest, belly to the spine. Inhale, lift the chin, spine arches, exhale round. If that hurts your feet, just change to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, full breath, stretching the neck, stretching into the back. Exhale, pull it back. 2 more of those. Inhale, full breath. Exhale. 1 more of those. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to add the arms. So I want you to bring the hands into a little fist at the sides of your waist. We're going to inhale, still rounding the spine. Back of the hands come together. Sorry, that's your inhale. This is your exhale. So it's like a backwards breaststroke. And then we turn the hands. Inhale, pull back, elbows in tight. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really emptying the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Swimming the back of the hands together. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. And then just take, that's the left arm, and the right arm, not on the elbow, just going to draw that arm across, fingers spread. Well, that's my right arm. It could be your right arm, it could be your left arm. Take a big inhale and exhale. Try and bear with the feet, just bear with the feet. And then taking that right elbow, just reach it down. So the left hand's reaching, your left hand, my right hand, reaching down the spine. Give it a little assist and then see if the other hand can reach. Maybe just fingers, maybe grasping. Breathe into the side of the body which you're stretching. And release. 1 more of those. Breathe into the side body. And release. And then we'll swap that over, whichever arm is the second arm. Straighten, spread the fingers, draw the shoulder across. But not pulling on the elbow joint. Above the elbow joint. Spread those fingers. And send the breath in there. And then feed your second arm down behind your back. And see if you can touch fingers. Much harder for me this time because it's the right shoulder going back. We're going to stretch into second side. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. 1 more. Expand. And release. So now you can release those feet. Oh, thank you for it. Bring the soles of the feet together into a diamond shape. And then just take a little bounce into the inner thighs. And then we're going to reach forwards. If you can, take the hands into prayer. Reach them past your feet. And just forward fold. Full breath into belly. Exhale. Forward fold. Full breath into belly. And exhale, forward fold. Let the neck be soft. So we come up. We take the feet wide. This is just a good mobility stretch and opener for your hips, especially if you've been sitting static for any length of time. You can use your hands, but I invite you to not use your hands because that's going to give you more strength into the hip joint. Keep the feet flexed. So we always do this now as a starter, as a warm-up, because it's such a great mobility tool for your hips. So you want to have your feet wide enough that both knees can touch down. And you can use the hands behind or the hands in front. Okay. So this is where we do our little breathing work. And basically we're strengthening the breathing apparatus, the diaphragm, which is our breathing muscle. So we're going to take 3 rounds of Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati breath, exhaling through the nostrils. Diaphragm moves upwards. We're going to just take 3 rounds of 40. Each one will be 40 exhalations. So comfortable seated position, hands in the chin mudra resting on the knees. Check your spine is upright. Shoulders relaxed. Take a full inhalation. And a long steady exhalation. Listen to that belly drawing back as you exhale the breath. You can hear it in the throat. Inhale, so it's a distinctive drawing back. Belly squeezes to the spine. Lungs deflate. Inhale again. A conscious breath. And exhale. We inhale, prepare. 40 exhalations when you're ready. And belly draws to spine. Take a full inhalation. Chest lifts. And a long steady exhalation without collapsing your spine. Squeeze the belly button back. Keep it long. The breath long. Inhale again. And a long steady exhalation. We're going to take our second round. Full inhalation. Prepare. 40 exhalations when you're ready. And belly draws to spine. Take a full inhalation. And a long steady exhalation. Take another couple of rounds of full inhalation, full exhalation. Now the reason I've not counting for you today, is I want you to keep up your own pace, steady pace for your 40 Kapalabhati breaths, and also keep the same forceful momentum. So it's not slacking by the end of 40. Try and maintain that rhythm. Take a full inhalation, prepare. 40 exhalations at a constant rhythm, and belly draws to spine. Take a full inhalation. Chest expands, sternum lifts, and a long steady exhalation. Belly button draws back to spine without collapsing the spine. And then breathing a little more back to normal, but still working that belly to spine. Diaphragm's still lifting up when we take that internal pull. And we're taking deeper inhalation, but most importantly, that deep exhalation. Belly draws to spine. Okay, so that was our breathing exercise. I've shortened it a little bit today because I want to do plenty of strength work, and that takes time. Also putting in balance and a little bit of flexibility, but I would say mostly strength and balance today. So let's start in a balance of boat. We call this boat pose. Now, I like to cross the ankles, squeeze the knees in tight together, take the arms out, and then start to feel those abs and pulse. Exhale, exhale, out the mouth. So we're starting to get the abs to feel responsive, and that's good for them. All right, from here, let's straighten the legs if you can, still holding the boat at the tightest V possible. Lower the legs first, then lower the back second. Extend the arms behind the head third, and just take a nice long stretch through the right side of the body, right fingers, right toes, and through the left side of the body, left fingers, left toes. Add on holding the wrist, opposite wrist to stretch that side. And again, opposite wrist. So if you're stretching the left side, you hold the left wrist with the right hand and give it an extra little pull. Okay, back to center. We're going to bring the feet flat, so the knees up to the sky. We're going to take the hands into a lovely little hammock behind the head, so the head and neck don't have to work at all. The head's supported in the hammock. And then squeeze the belly button back towards the floor, belly button to the spine, spine to the floor, lower back to the floor, and lift up. Inhale back. It's on the exhale, we're going to lift and squeeze, pressing that lower back, lumbar spine to floor. Inhale back. Look into the ceiling. Exhale, look between your thighs. Just gradually engaging our core. Couple more of those. Inhale back, look to the sky. Exhale, look through the thighs. Inhale, look to the sky. Exhale, lifting the shoulders off the floor. Now we're going to extend one leg, bring the opposite elbow to knee. And I want a twist and an exhale. Twist and an exhale. Twist and an exhale. The other leg extends. You'll notice we're not doing it quick. Slow flow creates strength in the core. But I want a full twist. And I want a full exhalation, pressing that lower back to floor. Keep going. Extend through the toes, extended. The leg extended, I mean, through the toes. Keep going. And release. Let's take a little spinal twist. Your choice. You can take the easy twist, or you can take the more difficult twist. So if I'm going that way, I cross one knee over, draw that knee to the opposite side. So I've got an eagle twist. Other arm extends. Look over those fingers. So if you really want to feel your abs working, I suggest you take the eagle leg option. When we twist that knee across, oh, it's squeezing into the belly. Big inhale, exhale. So we're working the abdominal organs, getting them ready. Fresh blood supply. Exhale, release. Spread the fingers on the extended arm. One more. Send that blood to the organs to do good. Okay, we come back up to center. Switch the legs, eagle legs if you can. Remember, you cross above the knees, hook behind the calf if you can do. Knee to the opposite side, arm extends. Really expand into belly. Exhale, squeeze. There's your abdominals at work. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze. Don't forget to spread the fingers on the extended arm. One more. Inhale, expand. And exhale, squeeze. Belly to spine. Good. So we come back to center and we're going to do 10 of our traditional elbow to knee lifts. So we support the head in the hammock. The knees stay at 90 degrees. I like to flex my feet because it just keeps them very active. So I'm aware of my feet all the time. So we inhale, lift head and shoulders. You know this. We hold, tilt the tailbone, lower ribs to floor. Exhale, extend right leg. Toes are spread, belly pulls down. Squeeze belly to spine. Inhale back. Hold, tilt tailbone. Exhale, left leg straightens, belly pulls down. Squeeze belly to spine. Hold the breath. Inhale back. Hold, tilt tailbone. Exhale, right leg straightens, shoulders up off the floor. Pull belly down, lift tailbone up. Keep exhaling. Inhale back. Hold, tilt tailbone. Exhale, left leg straightens, belly down. You want the heel 3 feet off the floor. Pull the belly down again, hold. Inhale back. We hold, tilt tailbone, lower ribs to floor. Exhale, the right leg straightens. And then we turn the inner thigh to the sky. Pull belly down again, hold. Inhale back. We're halfway. Hold till the tailbone. Exhale, the left leg straightens. Turn the inner thigh to the sky of that left leg. Pull belly down again, hold. Inhale back. Should be hurting. Hold, tilt tailbone. Exhale, right leg straightens. Inner thigh to sky. Pull the belly down again. Squeeze, hold. Inhale back. Hold, tilt tailbone. You can do it. Exhale, left leg straightens. Inner thigh to sky. Pull belly down, hold. Inhale back. Just 2 more. Hold, tilt tailbone. Exhale, right leg straightens. Inner thigh to sky. Right elbow to knee. Hold. Inhale back. Hold till tailbone. This is the last one. Exhale, left leg straightens, inner thigh to sky. Left elbow to knee, squeeze and release. Hug those knees into the chest. The cat is having one of its attention deficit fits. Massage the lower back side to side. I would think the more attention you give them, the more they demand from you. Soles of the feet together, knees drop open, and we take the arms in the goalposts. So take some full breaths to recover that hard work in the abdominal region, which is going to set us up for the rest of the practice tonight. Big inhale into belly. And exhale, soften. Oh, here we go. Big inhale and exhale, release. The most spoiled cat in the world. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to cross the ankles, and I want you, if you're feeling good, you can roll all the way back to the shoulders, but we're going to roll up, catch with the knees crossed in that boat pose. 5 more. Roll it back. It's like you're rolling out your back. It's lovely for the back. And then we just catch. And it's playful. And it's good for the back. It's good for the abs. It's good for our balance. 2 more. And hold it in. And 1 more. And balance. Squeeze the knees in tight. Squeeze the thighs together. Pulse. Ooh, maybe you fall down. Maybe that's okay. So there's a little abdominal routine for you if you feel you want to do it again. So we come to the hands and the knees. Tabletop position, spread the fingers wide, shoulders over wrists, and sit back into the heels. Extend those arms forwards. We're going to take 4 rolling waves, slow rolling wave. So this is a lovely opener for the spine. Belly draws to spine, pubic bone to navel. We start rounding, and where the back is like arched, like a shell, a protective shell. Shoulders over the wrists. You lower your pelvis, and then you look up, lift up, make sure the shoulders are away from the ears, not collapse. Push the ground away so you're opening the front of the body. Chin returns to chest. Find that connection, shoulders over wrists, and then we round back. So you really finding spaciousness between each vertebrae as we sit buttocks back to heels. And the most important thing is feeling it. So that's why we don't rush. Pubic bone to navel. Rolling wave 2. Rounding into shoulders over wrists. Looking down to the floor until the pelvis is down, then we lift up. Find spaciousness in the front of the body. Chin returns to chest. Round into shoulders. Slowly, you draw belly to spine, so you're engaging abdominals on the way back and the way forwards. Pubic bone to navel, rounding. You're just continuing that wave-like motion through the spine. You stretch the back of the body and the front of the body. Chin returns to chest. Round it back. Buttocks to heels. Final one. Pubic bone to navel. Make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists. So you feel the weight pressing down into the wrists, into the palms of the hands. You lift the chin up. Try and draw the shoulders back, sternum forwards, glutes active, chin returns to chest, round into shoulders. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Squeeze belly to spine. Buttocks to the heels. Just rest for a moment. Bring the hands back by the heels in your child's pose. Forehead rests. Take a deep inhale into the back of the ribs and exhale, release. Again, a deep inhale into the back of the ribs and exhale, release. Slowly coming up. Now we always do the wrists just as a preparation. So turning, turning, placing, placing, wrists turn back, place, place. So there will be a bit of work in downward facing dog. So if the wrists aren't prepared, sometimes get a little pain going on. Depending on how easy that is for you, I want you to try this, please. Both hands pointing back and bending the elbows in towards your thighs. Just feeling a little bit more stretch in the wrists. And then rocking forwards, rocking back. Try and keep that slight bend in the elbows with the elbows pointing back towards you. That may not be possible, of course. It may or it may not be possible. Just depends on your physiology and your genes. Okay, and we're just going to circle, release. Circle it back. And a little shake out, a little bit like that. And get them back to normal. And a shake. So I just want you to sit for a moment and we're going to look at a foot position in case you don't know. It's best I do it that way, I think. So we know point, we know flex. A point and a flex, we kind of know that. But we're going to do a demi point where the toes come back. The toes come back. So you're in a point, but it's called a demi point. And that creates an active brace around the knee. It's just a very strong position for your leg. So I just want you to try that both feet, please. And try lifting it and see how engaged. The thigh is engaged, the calf is engaged, the knee is supported by using the muscles in the leg. So just try that both sides. You will probably know this. I'm just saying it in case you don't. A demi point on the foot or a demi point. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to shift my screen. So from our tabletop, let's step right hand, left hand, step right leg, left leg, find your plank position, shoulders over wrists, and just rock forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and back. Fingers are spread, index fingers point forwards, and then lift yourself back into your first downward facing dog. So we tend to take a little walking dog, heel, touch, but please take your time on your walking dog. Heel touch, heel touch, heel touch, heel touch, heel touch. Come back to plank. I'm just going through some basics. Try a side plank. any side, it's up to you. Stacking the feet. Or you can have 2 feet separate. So I've got one on the inside edge, one on the outside edge. As long as my shoulder's over my wrist, it's safe. Change it over to the other side. Stacking shoulder over wrist. Either, feet stacked, or one on the outer edge, one on the inner edge. Come back to regular plank. Oh, just get that right. Regular plank. Bring it back to down dog. Now you can have a break at any time. You're allowed, if you need to, and have a break at any time. Bring the feet hip distance apart, so you've got a little bit of space between the insteps. Check your fingers, index fingers point forwards. We're going to take a full rolling wave. So we rise into toes first. Pubic bone draws to navel. We start rolling exactly as we did from the knees. The shoulders are over the wrists. We lower the pelvis and lift. Now this is my upward facing dog. You can put your knees down, but if you don't need to, keep your knees off. Push back into heels, glutes active, shoulders aren't collapsing. The shoulders are away from the ears. Bring the chin back into the chest. Now start with the shoulders, the middle back, the pelvis up to sky. You're on the tips of the toes. And then we lower the heels. You can choose to have a break. We're going to do 2 more of those. So have a break, join us back for the 3rd one, or do 3. Rise into toes, pubic bone draws to navel, roll it forwards, 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 slowly finding the shoulders over the wrists. You keep looking down till your pelvis is down, and then you lift up, push back into heels. The back body is engaged, the glutes are on. Chin returns to chest, shoulders over wrists. Start reaching, 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 pelvis to sky, tailbone to sky, as high as you can, lower heels. 1 more if you want it, or you can watch, rest, rise into toes, pubic bone draws to navel. We roll it forward, slowly, slowly, slowly. Wait till you feel the shoulders over the wrists, lower down, lift, push back, shoulders over wrists. Chin returns to chest. Shoulders engage over wrists. Send the tailbone to the sky. Lower the heels and rest in your child's pose or extended child's pose, whichever you feel is necessary. And then slowly come to kneeling. Okay, 2nd sequence. If your hands, your wrists are aching, just give them a little workout. Open the fingers, close the fingers. Shoulders are getting a workout, abs are getting a workout. Legs are going to get a workout in a moment. So again, we find our plank. Lift back to downward facing dog. This time bring the feet to touch. And taking the right foot in that demi point, you're going to extend into a 3-legged dog. So you're pushing the ball of the foot to sky. The knee points down towards the floor. We're going to inhale, lift into left toes, right heel to butt, and then exhale, squeezing belly to spine. You're going to bring your right knee to your right tricep, shoulders over wrists, hold. Inhale it back to sky, heel to butt. Inhale, lift into left toes. Exhale, you bring your right knee to your left tricep, squeeze belly to spine, hold. Inhale back, Three-legged dog, demi-point. Bring the right heel to the butt. Inhale, lift into left toes. And exhale, bring the knee tight, 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 tight into the chest. Squeeze that heel towards your butt. And then place the right knee behind the right wrist for pigeon pose. So I want you to keep lifted on your pigeon. And check there's no pain on that right knee. If you pigeon pose, so I'm doing it that side. I'm going to tuck under the back toes and walk them back, further back. I'm on my finger stance, strengthening my fingers, opening the chest. A proud pigeon, exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Keep those fingers strong. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. And my neck is relaxed. And one more. Now there's one more thing. One more thing. So this is my right knee, right hand. I'm going to reach for that left foot with the left hand. And that's going to stretch my left quad. She's great for runners, cyclists. So I need to really get my grip on this because it's tight, it's agony, it's painful. So I'm going to use the breath. Inhale and exhale. You don't have to do this one if it's too much. One more. Inhale and exhale. Releasing, 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 releasing. Good. Let go, left hand, left foot to the floor. Now, this is what I'd like you to do, please, so you can just watch. So you're in your right knee forwards. And what we're going to do is tuck under the back toes, use the abs and the shoulder strength to inhale, lift back to here, knee to the chin, to the chest, and then send the foot back into three-legged dog. So let's go from pigeon, hands to floor, left toes tuck. Use your strength. Inhale, lift. Tighten the belly to the spine, hold the knee in, try and get the heel up towards your butt, and then extend your right leg to sky. Demi-point the foot, lower it down. Have a little heel touch, walking the dog, we call this, walking the dog. So we've got all that to do on the left side, so let's get on. Let's not even think about it, let's just do it. Feet touch, left leg to sky with the demi-point on, the left foot. Left heel to butt, inhale, rising to right toes, exhale, left knee to left tricep. Squeeze the belly to the spine, shoulders over wrists, use your abs, inhale back. Demi-point to sky. Left heel to butt, inhale, rise into right toes, exhale, left knee to right tricep, squeeze belly to spine, tight, 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 tight. Inhale back, demi-point to sky. This is the last one, heel to butt, inhale into right toes, exhale, bring the knee tight into the chest, hold it there, and then place left knee behind the left wrist. For pigeon left side. So that right foot sneaks back. Make sure there's no pressure or pain on your knee. If there is, you make the pigeon easier by bringing the knee forwards so it's not turned out to side. Finger stance. Let's get strong fingers. Tuck the back toes under. Exhale. Proud pigeon. Exhale. 3 more. This is like, should be loving this because it's like a little recovery. 2 more. Just working the fingers and exhale. And lift. All right, so we're going to draw the right hand for the right ankle. Supporting yourself on the front hand. Big inhale. Exhale. That's right quad. Getting a stretch. Inhale. Exhale. You can use the lion breath if you really like to and you're not embarrassed. Inhale. It's a strange thing, isn't it? We don't want to embarrass ourselves. It's a great feeling though. Let's do another one. Inhale. When I first learned that in yoga, I thought, you've got to be kidding, I'm never doing that. It's funny how we perceive ourselves. I don't care. But that's my new self. It's my yoga self. All right, so I'm going to do it this side, the proper side. Get supported on your hands, get supported on your right toes. Big push, inhale, lift the knee into the chest, bring the heel into the butt, and then send that left leg to sky. Lower the foot, slow motion. A little heel touch, a little heel touch, a little heel touch, a little heel touch. No time to stop, no rest. So bring the feet back to touching, check in with plank, that we're in the right position. Back into downward facing dog. We're going to take right leg, dummy point to sky. Point the ball of the foot up to the sky, the knee to the floor. Heel to butt. Inhale, rise into left toes. Exhale, squeeze belly to spine. Step right foot inside, right hand. Okay, so we're bringing the heel in because we're coming to a warrior one stance. So you're going to bring the knee over the ankle, right foot, hands to prayer. You're going to interlace your hands in that position. I call it 007 mudra. So we've got right foot forwards, left heel in, warrior one. Look to sky. Open the chest. Now, bring the hands back into prayer and step up. I'm going to just hop back. Step up with the back foot, that's the left foot. So we're going to take it front for a front kick. That's a demi point. Front kick. Bring it back to chamber. We extend it back for a wobbly warrior three. Doesn't matter if you wobble. It's good if we wobble. Bring it back. Call this a chamber. Playing with your balance. A front kick. Doesn't have to be there. It can just be that far up off the floor. Back to chamber. Slow is the secret. Into a warrior three. Good job, I've got a wall. Bring it back to chamber. We got one more. Oh my God. Front kick, demi point. Chamber. Warrior three. Overbalance. Overbalance. Warrior three. Bend the left knee and then we reach back. Gosh, that was a wobble. That was a good old wobble. Bring the hands down in front of yourself in prayer position at the heart. Down to floor. And then we're going to do that same lift and hold. Shoulders over wrists. And send the right leg back to sky. Lower the leg. If it was the right leg, walk the heels, heel touch. It may have been the left leg because mine was the left leg. Let's take a rolling wave before we do the other side. Let's just come back to something we know. See how difficult it is to move in and out of balance. So separating the feet, find that length in the downward facing dog, rise into toes, pubic bone draws to navel, we roll forwards, vertebrae by vertebrae, by vertebrae, shoulders over wrists, lower and lift. Chin to chest, shoulders engage, tailbone lifts, tips of the toes, lower heels, feet step together, left leg demi points, left heel to butt. Inhale, rise into right toes, exhale, left knee to chest, hold, step left foot forwards, right heel in, hands to prayer, warrior one. I'm going to keep doing it this way so I don't get confused with my legs. Hands to prayer, take the weight into that left foot, lift up with the right foot. Lift up with the right foot. Chamber position, front kick. Demi point. Chamber position, slow, warrior three. Back to chamber. Front kick, demi point. To chamber, warrior three. Chamber. We got one more. Let's do it. Front kick. Chamber. Warrior three. Oh. Bend the knee. Step it back. Yes. Warrior one. Extend the arms up. My God. Hands to the floor. Recoil the left knee into the chest. And then send it back to sky, demi point, lower left leg. Walking dog, heel touch, heel touch, heel touch, heel touch. Second side, usually the body's had a chance to talk to the brain, so it feels a little bit easier second side. This one should be easier. Bring the feet to touch, chin to chest. So we've done the hard one first. Right leg, demi point, three-legged dog. Ball of the foot to the sky, knee to the floor. Heel to butt. Inhale, rise into left toes. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest, shoulders over wrists. Step right foot inside the right hand. Turn the left foot. Sweep it back. Warrior two. We know this one. Now, the only thing is, I want the palm uppermost. Your right palm's up, your left palm is down. That's the only difference. Then we turn into a horse, suddenly magically turn into a horse by turning. Somebody's doing a horse impression outside. So we turn that left heel in to horse there. Right arm up, left arm down. And we cross the arms here, turn the right heel forwards. So we've just changed our warrior stance base. You're blocking with your arms. It's really nice, this. Much nicer than the previous one. Take that right arm, turn in to fighting warrior. Bring it back to horse. Suddenly we're a horse. Cross the arms, block into a reverse warrior. Bring the right arm back, sweep it out, fighting warrior. So it's a leaning forwards warrior. There's your warrior two, there's your fighting warrior. You're going to do it one more time. Turn left heel into horse. And then block the hands by turning the right heel to the, just towards the front of your mat, blocking your arms. It's a block, a double block. Right arm sweeps in. Just pull my foot back a bit. We go into fighting warrior. Lift into that right foot. Lift the back leg. Flying warrior. A flying warrior. A wobbling flying warrior. You bend that right knee. Step back. Bring the back arm around. Place the hands either side of your right foot. Now we're not just going to lift it. We're going to use our abs and our shoulders. This is where strength comes. Because we're tired, we just want to, I just want to step it back. Don't. Push the ground away. Squeeze in. Belly to spine. And then rise up with the ball of the foot to the sky, the knee to the floor. And lower, slow motion. Good. So we're going to do the other side. Walk the heels, have a little walking dog, whatever you like, as you like. Feet touch. Let's just check in plank. Are we the right position? I hope so. Back to dog. This time left leg rises, demi point. Left heel to butt. You're going to inhale, lift into the right toes. Exhale, squeeze knee in towards the belly, shoulders over the wrists. And then step. The left foot inside the left hand. Right heel turns in. Sweep over to warrior two. Okay, now I'm going to give a little break here. Just because we're in this warrior two position, I want you to just squat over to that left side. So when I'm squatting, I call this my kung fu stance. I lift my toes. Some people find this easier than others, but if your hips are tight, this is a great stretch. So we may as well get it in. The kung fu stretch. Squat, walk across, flex the toes. And keep your elbow on the inside of the knee. Some people bring it forwards, try and keep the knee out. You can be up on the toes, or you can have that bent leg, foot flat. And I know for some people this is excruciating. So there's no way you're going to come up without using the hands, but it is possible to really work the strength. You've got to push into the thigh and come over. So remember, it's not about what we can do, because that's becoming too much, I feel, a part of yoga. It's only for the people who are very, very flexible that can go to yoga, because other people feel they can't do it. It's about finding, what we need to do, building strength, finding our tight spots, finding the places where we might get injuries and working on them. It's not about what poses we're capable of doing and showing off to somebody else on Instagram, because we can do a handstand on the edge of a cliff with a bikini on. Anyhow, let's come back into where we were, which was warrior two on the left side. So warrior two magically becomes horse, with the left arm up and the right arm down. And that is a really strong position. Thighs are getting a great strengthener. Tailbone to floor, crown to sky. Turn in, with the left foot. Oh, that's a terrible sound, isn't it? Don't know why he does it. Bring that left hand, fighting warrior. Okay, we come back to the magic horse. We come to a double block. It's all turning the feet. So basically you've got your feet as in warrior reverse. You've got your feet in forwards warrior. You've got your feet in horse, so there's 3 positions. So literally it's just switching the feet opposite way. So it's a good practice for really understanding your warrior position. Let's do a couple more. Horse, reverse, fighting warrior, horse, reverse. It's just a foot position. Fighting warrior, just got to find myself a bit of space. Root down through the left foot, step it up, and then lifting the back foot. Have another go, if you need to. Lifting the back foot slowly. Finding your warrior, flying warrior. Bending that left knee, reaching for the floor. Oh my God. Reverse those arms. Now remember, we're going to lift that knee into the chest. So, with all your last effort, you're going to push the ground away, lift the knee into the chest, heel into the butt, and then extend the left toes to sky, dummy point. Lower the legs, slow motion. Heel touch, heel touch. We've got one more. We've got one more. So from here, we're going to come into plank pose. We're going to come into side plank pose. The top leg is going to step behind and you're just going to sit down. So that's a nice bit. So whichever is your bent leg, put the foot flat. Whichever is your straight leg, go onto the outer edge of your foot, your blade edge. And then we're going to come into dancer's bridge. So you can check shoulder over wrist. Most of you will know this. And just come back to sit. All right, now you're going to have to watch unless you remember this bit. So there's a sneaky little movement. I like this, a sneaky little movement. So this leg is going to sneak its way back around place, and then my hand comes down. So I'll show you that again. From here, I've got to think. Foot is going to the outside, and then I'm in a lunge. So do you want to try that? From your seated position, maybe you want to go back into dancer's bridge. Bring it back down, have a little seat for a moment. Think about it. On the outer edge of your foot, the foot steps around and the hand comes down. And we're in a lunge. So let's do something with that lunge. Come to the hands interlaced on the knee. Extend the interlace to sky, looking up to sky. I'm going to bring the opposite elbow to knee to the outside of that knee. So we're getting a twist as well. Ooh, that's quite squished in my abdomen. Bring our hands to prayer. Now that might be enough, but you see those back toes? I can extend and I can just hold that, or I can thumbs up to myself and draw the bow for more twist if I want it, but I may have had enough. Nearly fell out. Bring the hands back to prayer. Bring the hands either side of that front foot. I'm not going to let you get away with it. We're going to work that strength. So instead of just stepping the foot back, we're going to push the ground away, lift the knee into the chest, bring the heel into the butt, extend the leg to the sky, and lower the leg slowly. I don't even know which side it is because I don't think we chose a side. I think we just chose the side that was convenient for you. Let's have a little heel touch. At least we know what we're going to do on the other side. So plank, make sure it's the other side. Side plank. Ooh. Side plank. Step the other foot behind. If it feels wrong, think, yeah, I just did that one. Then change it back over. This is where we get the sit down. So you bent leg, foot flat, straight leg, outer blade edge reaches the floor. We lift, and that is a fantastic stretch for the front of the body. Shoulder over wrist. Wow. Back inside, Dancer's Bridge. You keep your legs straight. Your bent leg is going to sneak its way round, hand to floor. Anyways, we've done that now. So bring the hands onto the knee. Lift palms to the sky. Never be thinking that you should get everything right. This is the thing I think that really holds us back in not just yoga and everything. We do because we feel, oh, I can't do it right. I'm no good at this. I can't do. Crikey. Think how many years people have been doing it and we still constantly learning, making mistakes, falling over, not balancing, hurting ourselves. Thumbs up if you want that draw back. Squeeze. So life is just constant learning. And the thing I love about the yoga is we're learning about ourselves. And the hands back to prayer. Learning about our little idiosyncrasies. Now, guess what? We're not even going to do any more downward facing dog. So we're going to tuck the bottom foot, and we're going to sit back, the butt between the cheeks goes into the heel. And then we take that forward fold. And we get a little stretch on the hamstring, we get a stretch on the quad, get a stretch on the front of the foot. So you may be here, you may have to be supporting yourself, you may not be able to sit all the way back down with your heel between your butt cheeks. So we just go from where we are. Okay, we don't say, I'll never be able to do that. Think of yourself as a child. You know, you didn't try reading for the first time, said, I'll never be able to do that, I'm not going to do it. You just got on, we just got on, we were not worried by what anybody thought, what the outcome was, we just got on and did it. And then we become adults and we think we've got to be perfect. All right. Support yourselves to lift up because you don't want that pressure on the knees. Switch the legs. Sit your heel in between your butt cheeks. This side definitely more comfortable. Again, wherever you are is okay. You may be here, you may be here. Just try and relax on the exhale. Relax on the exhale. And relax on the exhale. All right, hands to support you either side. Come to both knees, please. Okay, easy camel option is there. Just holding your butt. Make sure it's active, make sure it's engaged. If you can, tuck the toes. There's your camel pose. You can look to sky. Your neck is safe. The chest is open, the heart is open. Try and take 5 breaths. And if it helps, I used to really feel very vulnerable and like I couldn't breathe in this pose for a long time. But I just persevered with it. So some poses we like, some poses we don't like quite as much. But they're generally not going to kill us. Slowly come up. Sit back into the heels, forehead to the floor, relax the shoulders. Yeah, generally, they're not going to harm us. But we do worry about these things a little bit. In fact, I think we're addicted to worrying. If there's not something to worry about, we worry about not having anything to worry about. Tabletop. So the hands just a little bit behind buttocks, feet flat, feet wide enough for hip distance. Inhale, lift into a tabletop. Exhale, I want you to try and swing your butt back, keep it off the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You need the right position of your hands to be able to get the butt back. It's a bit like being on a swing. And that's it. Sit yourself back down. So we're coming to final positions. And love this one for the shoulders. So I put my hand through here. I put my hand through there. Take a little wave. Take hold of the outer edges of the feet. And then it seems like that's impossible. And it is, because I can't straighten my legs. But I'm drawing, can you see my elbows in together? And then I'm walking my butt backwards. Maybe I've got to hold my ankles, but the thing I'm concentrating on is getting the elbows to touch, which opens into the back of the shoulders. So there's this spaciousness in the back of the shoulder blades, serratus anterior, which gets so tight. And it just feels like I'm getting rid of all that tension that creeps into the shoulders. So the key is not to straighten the legs, but to get the elbows together, which broadens the shoulders and opens them. And it's worth trying that one. Just walking the butt back, and the back of the body is receiving all that spaciousness for breath. So if your shoulders are tight, that's nice. Give it a go. And then we somehow get the legs off there. We somehow extricate ourselves. We're going to come down, chin to chest, just a comfortable way. We're going to come up. You can take plow or shoulder stand, whichever one you feel like. And if you don't feel like either of those, just rest on your back. Maybe take a spinal twist. Maybe take a shavasana. Check in with your back, see how it feels. Let yourself sway side to side, see if there's anywhere tight. Maybe you want to take an inversion. This is very good to settle down into parasympathetic nervous system, switches off the fight and flight. And so is plow position. Equally good to settle the nerves, calm the nerves. Slow down the breath. Both of these positions bring us immediately into Ujjayi breath, where the throat is constricted. So the breath is longer, slower, deeper. And finer. So in your own time, slowly bring yourself down to the floor if you're in shoulder stand or plow. Just rest yourself for a moment in Shavasana and just check in. Do a little audit on your body. How's my neck, my shoulders, my upper back? How's my lower back? Do I feel any tightness anywhere? Is my body telling me anything that I need to pay attention to? And then gently draw the knees into the chest. Have a little massage side to side. I'm going to roll the knees to the right hand side away from heart. Stay here a moment. No rush. And then coming to comfortable seated position. Bring the hands to the heart. We bow to the warrior in ourselves who seeks to change the things that we can change, has the confidence and the tenacity to change the things that we feel we can change in ourselves. And at the same time, we bow to the yogi within each other and within ourselves who accepts the things with patience that we can't change. Bring the hands to the third eye. And namaste. Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you, Caroline.